All right, trying again. Hey, that looks straight. Yay. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me tonight. Tonight, we're going to make a really cute treat holder, and we're going to be using these awesome dies. They're called the Little Treat Box dies. They cover a lot of different celebrations and seasons. Our theme tonight is going to be Halloween, but there are many, many options with this. We're also going to be using one of my favorite stamp sets from the holiday catalog. I saw this, I fell in love with it, I had to have it. This is the Have A Hoot stamp set. And so we have multiple Halloween images for this set, but we also have multiple Christmas images, or even this one can just be winter. So lots of options. The other nice thing about this is that some of these, when you take the die and you can cut out just the owl, and of course you cut out the spider too, but that way you could use just the owl for birthday or wide variety of events, occasions and whatnot. It wouldn't have to be just those two. I'm actually going to use this one tonight, so I'll pull that out. I've got a few branches in here, these fun tags that also make a fun card. I think I have one not too far away. Let me see if I can grab it. Maybe, maybe not. Here's a fun card that we made with this. We actually, instead of using the tag shapes that cuts out, we used the part that was left behind to make the card. So tonight we're going to make a little treat holder, as I said. So I've got my die here. We're going to start. Let's actually start. Oh, spider on the desk. Ah, okay. We're going to die cut a spider later. It's really cool though, because this is from the Little Treats dies. And I don't know, let me pull my light over me. You can see it better if I shine my light on it. It does a little bossing in the middle of the spider, some kind of scrolly marks. It's kind of cool. All right, so how do I want to start? You know what? I think we will start with the owl because it's just so cute. I've actually already got it on a block. Here it is. I don't need to do that part. So we have our little cute owl, and I'm going to stamp this on a piece of thick Whisper White. I like to use thick Whisper White when I color with the Stampin' Blends. I just feel like I get a better finish, and the color holds up better. So I'm stamping it with the Memento Tuxedo Black. That's the best ink choice if you're going to use alcohol markers, which is what I'm going to do. Grab a scratch paper here because this will be bleeding through. And then I'm actually going to start by coloring. Sorry about that. I've got my Daffodil Delight blends here, and I'm going to start by just coloring the inside of my pumpkin's eyes. Got a candle in there, right? So that's glowing. And I'm not doing any fancy shading on that. I'm just going to straight up color that. But now I'm going to go to the actual pumpkin, and I'm going to start with just the light pumpkin pie. It almost looks peachy on the cap, but it's a light pumpkin pie. And then I'm going to go back in with the dark pumpkin pie and add some shading. And I'll come back in with this one and blend it all together, which is the beauty of the alcohol markers. They blend just beautifully. I'm realizing I'm going to have a little bit of green for that stem. I don't think I grabbed a green blend, but they're nearby, so no worries. All right, so we've got that light color there, and I'm going to go in with the dark and just add a little bit. I should be using the other end. Just adding a little bit of shading along those lines. Super easy with the stamps because they've already got the lines. I know exactly where to add my shading. I'm also going to go around the edges. Yeah, let's do a little bit by the mouth here too. Okay, so I've got just a little bit of the darker added in. My cap didn't want to go on there. And I'm going to go back in with the light color and just do a little blending to kind of smooth that out. Just removing the harsh line between the lighter and the darker. Again, very small amount is all that you need. You can even do, if you want to do a little shading down here, you sure could. I am going to actually add a little, I don't know, Daffodil Delight foot. I don't know, should that be Daffodil Delight? Should that be orange? Whatever, doesn't matter, right? And then what do we have here? Here we have gray granite. Oh, I don't want gray granite. I don't think I want gray granite, do I? I think I want, I think I want to know where my light crumb cake walked off to. Here's my dark crumb cake. It's okay. We can do it. We can do it backwards. I can do a color lifter and lighten it that way. Always an option. Because I'm looking at my blend holder and I don't see my light marker. So where do you suppose I left it? Anyone's guess. All right, so there we have our little owl who's peeking out behind our pumpkin. You can see I'm going to need a little bit of green for that stem. So let's just grab green. I don't care which one. Oh gosh, what did I grab? Light old olive. Okay, that works for me. A little light old olive there on top. And so that's what I was talking about. If you just have a dark and you don't have your light at hand like me, you can actually just go in and do your shading by taking the color lifter and lifting a little bit of that color up. All right. So there we have our little owl playing peekaboo. That is all done. And if you color this correctly, it should bleed through the back. That means you've layered enough color on there. What I love about the blends is the more color you add, the better it looks. And you've got the color lifter, so if you add too much, you can always take it away. Let's bring our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine into the picture here. Hold on, I gotta just shove everything over. All right, there we go. So we're going to die cut this out right here. Our little owl guy. Bear with me while I line that up. Oh goodness, how did I manage to get blend on me already? I didn't even do that much coloring, but once again, I colored myself. Oh well. All right, I'm gonna move those over. I'm gonna get all inky too, and wouldn't that be nice? It'd be a match set. All right, let's crank that through. And then we're going to set that aside and we're going to die cut our box. So it's probably right in front of you. Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably floating around here on this desk somewhere. All right, so we've got that all cut out. I can save that piece for something else. We're going to go to our treat holder dies here. And I'm going to pull off this box. And I'm also going to be die cutting the spider, so we might as well grab that as well. And I have a piece of basic black cardstock that is 8.5 by 5.5. And we're going to die cut that. Yeah, I'm sure I'll find that light crumb cake marker laying on my desk when I'm done today, right? Always the way. You know, we might as well just cut our spider out. I don't know if you can see this. If I slide it up, you can see there's plenty of room for extra pieces. You can save this and die cut lots of other things out of there. This will also fit on a 6x6 if you were cutting it out of designer series paper. Oh, I can't move that. That's my stand. I'll move you guys. Sorry. You can also cut out a 6x6 paper by angling the die. Crunchy, crunchy, crackly, crackly. That means it's working. Almost there. Okay. All right, so let's get that out of our way. Let's see what we ended up with. Got our die here. Our little spider. Where'd he go? Oh my goodness. It ran away. Oh, here it is over here. You know how spiders jump, right? That's exactly what happened there. All right, so we've got our spider, we've got our box, and it came out pretty clean. I'm just going to use my die brush to get some of these cute little scallops, the little pieces out. Isn't that nice? Little pumpkin pie there. And let's clean out this end as well. There we go. And so I love how they designed this box. First of all, as a person that has a lot of 8.5 by 11, I really appreciate it when they make the dies fit on a half sheet of cardstock, and I can get 2 out of a sheet. That I really like that. It's a way to keep my waist down, right? So you're going to fold on the score lines, and we also have this little slit right here and the little tab, and that's how you're going to put this together. So I actually like to bend these 2 down so that I can go in and slide the tab in. I'm not going to do that yet because I actually want to do a little bit of scoring on this. This is optional. You can put the box together just like this. I think I have one. Actually, I have one here out of Designer Series paper that my friend Carol Garrison gave me. So you can just put it together like that and pull up the pieces. But because I am putting a really cute Halloween treat in it, and I didn't want to hide it, so what I came up with was actually folding down this front section. And so I'm going to lay this in here so that it is at 1 1/4 inches. And I'm going to use my scoring blade to score that so that I've got a 1 1/4 inch score. And I'll just be folding down that front panel. I'm going to leave the back panel up because it's actually going to hide the ugly information on the back of my candy. That's not so attractive. So, all right, so we've got our box here. Now we can go ahead and slip the little tab into the slot there. And you can do it on this side as well. Now you could add adhesive to this portion. I have not. If you're having trouble getting that to shape together and you did want to adhere it, you can use a block to slide in there to get your box shape. I didn't really have an issue at all. And then I'm just going to add some Seal Plus here on the front. You could also add tear and tape if you have that. And that's just going to keep my box together. If you want to do it, skip the adhesive altogether, you also could just wrap a ribbon around it. So I'm going to bring this up and bring this up, and I'm going to bring that block back in because I want to press on that adhesive, and it's hard to press when it's a 3D thing. So with that block in here, that gives me a place to just kind of press on it. So there we go. So now we have the back up like it's supposed to. So it could go like this, but I've added that score so that I can fold this little flap down. Before I fold that down, I'm going to add some Designer Series paper. Now we are having an awesome sale this month, and by we, I mean Stampin' Up! Is having a sale on Designer Series paper this month. And one of the ones I've been really having a lot of fun playing with is the Plaid Tidings Designer Series paper. These papers have colors that go well with fall, Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and some of them are really just all occasion. Just lots of fun plaids that you can play with. You could even do Valentine's Day. There's some that have red and pink tones. And then there are a couple that work really well with Halloween, and we're going to play with one of those today. This is one of the Halloween patterns right here, and this is the other. I love this one because it reminds me of candy corn. So if you're working with candy corn, it's a great matchup there. And then here are the other papers in the pack. And of course, guess what? There's some fun designs on the other side as well. So that fun paper is on sale this month. We're going to use that sort of pumpkin pie-ish pattern. So I cut these. Where's my cheat sheet to tell you? So remember, we scored it at 1 1/4 inches down. And then our Designer Series paper here is 1 1/2 by 1 5/8 and 1 5/8 by 2 1/8. So this one is going to go on the front. Oh, it's going to go that way. So again, I'm going to take my Seal Plus Could also use seal or any tape runner. You could use liquid glue, whatever your adhesive of choice is. And then we're going to put a piece on the back as well. Right there. All right, so this front flap I want to put down. I want it to stay down. I don't want it to come back up. So I'm going to grab some dimensionals. I might as well use the black dimensionals because I'm working on a black piece. And what's nice about the black dimensionals is you get a 2-pack. So you get the regular size and the minis in one package. So I'm just going to peel the backing off there. Don't you just love that pumpkin pie on my finger? Oh my goodness. I'm now Halloween decorated. Awesome. All right, so that's just going to hold that piece down. You could add 1 or 2, your choice, whatever you want, are more comfortable with. And then, of course, this is where our cute little owl is going to go. And so I'm just going to put a black dimensional on the back of that. And I'm going to slide it up enough so that you can still see this cute scallop, because why wouldn't you, right? It's so adorable. So there we have our cute little pumpkin. And then we're just going to decorate the back. So I have a little piece of pumpkin pie cardstock, of course. And I'm going to take my tuxedo black here. And this cute greeting is from the Have a Hoot bundle. It says, "Have a hoot on Halloween." Just going to stamp that right in the center. And then we're going to take our, first of all, we're going to put our lid back on that so that Susan doesn't get any more ink on her. And then we're going to take the Banners Pick-a-Punch. You guys know I've been loving this punch. I use it on everything because it's awesome. And we're just going to slide that in there and just do our cute little banners on that punch. And then that's going to go on the back. But remember, we cut this fun little spider, so we're going to add it to the back as well. So that one is perfect for the mini black dimensionals. Come here. And we'll stick it right there, kind of in the center. And then we'll put a larger one in the middle of this piece. And that goes right above, and we're just about done. We're going to put our treat in here, but we're going to add a little bit of ribbon. This does come with that fun little ribbon slit there. One of my favorite ribbons for Halloween is this glittered organdy ribbon. It's just gorgeous, but with that sparkle in there, it's perfect for Halloween. So we're going to pull that through. I'm going to leave it fairly long. It's probably way too long, but whatever. You can trim it down, right? So I'm just going to do a simple double knot on this. And it's actually, I'm wanting it to look good from the back side because my candy that I'm going to be using is so tall, you're not really going to be able to see this ribbon from the front, but you will be able to see it from the back or when the treat holder is empty. So. And let's see if I can track down some, oh dear. All the ribbon scissors have gone walking away. I'm trying some kind of sticky ones here that may or may not cut. Yeah, they sort of cut. I just finished a very large Stamp-A-Stack event, and everything is still downstairs in the classroom, so sorry about that. All right, so there we have our ribbon. Gosh, all right, that looks terrible. Hold on. I gotta make it cuter. Let's see if I can even these guys up a little bit. Is that better? That's better, right? Okay. And then we're going to put our treat in here. So I've got a couple options for you. This is a caramel Russell Stover's pumpkin that I got. That is super cute. Why not just cut it off? Why not cut off the little flap? You certainly could. I liked the contrast of the black behind the little owl, and I also like that scallop, so I chose to leave it. But you're absolutely right. You could just chop that right off. So I got this little caramel pumpkin. Now this one's been through the ringer because my dogs found it And fortunately they didn't open it, but they did kind of crinkle it up a bit. But isn't that cute? So that's why I folded down the flap so that you could see that cute pumpkin face. And then here is the back of our treat holder. Now that's one option, but here I've also got another treat holder or treat option for you. These are little Witch's Brew Kit Kats that I found. And so if you put two of them back to back, those will slide right in there as well. Other things that you could fit in these little treat holders. Hold on, let me grab a couple. I always have these on hand because, you know, you get hungry. The Ghirardelli chocolates also will fit in here. You can fit two in. These, of course, aren't very Halloween colored, but I'm sure there are Halloween ones out there. So those will tuck right in there as well. Plus, there's lots of other things that you could come up with for that. But those are several options for you for decorating your little treat holders. So thank you so much. And this is what I was saying about now this one, not such a big deal. You could actually fold both flaps down because you could have a witch on each side. But this one, it's not very pretty on the back, so I liked that I had the height to sort of hide that. So you like the Kit Kats for the kids? Yeah. So there are our little Halloween treat holders with the Have a Hoot Bundle and the little treat box. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. I hope you have a great evening, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.